Hey everyone, Evan here with Fishing Life 101, and today we're going to go over the 5 knots that you need to know. The first loop that we're going to be doing is the improved clinch knot, where you will pass it through the eye of the hook, leave yourself plenty of line, and then if it's heavier line, do about 6 or 7 wraps, and if it's a little bit lighter line, I like to do more like 8 or 9 wraps. So we'll wrap that around a few times. You're going to pass it back through the eyelet. You're going to pull it back through like this. Then it tightens down. And this is what it looks like with a heavier mono line. Now the improved clinch knot is nice because you don't have to have the end of the line free, so you can tie this onto just about anything, a hook, weights, barrel swivels, anything like that. This is just a good all-around knot. Line number 2 is the Snell knot, or sometimes referred to as the knotless knot. That's where we're going to pass the loop or the line through the eyelet. You're going to want to leave about an inch long section. Then what you're going to want to do is start wrapping the line right around below the eyelet. You're going to do this 7 times. And then you're going to just simply pass the other end of the line back through the eyelet. Now this is pretty popular on using for hooks, like on all your Snell hooks. It's a very neat looking knot, and it's going to be a very strong knot. It's not going to come apart. One of the major advantages to this knot is that you can get the line back through without actually ruining the line. So you simply can pull that back through and then it's out. Line number 3 is called the Palomar knot. Now you can do this one of 2 ways. You can start it by passing the line through the eyelet and then pass the line back through. Or you can take the line, bunch it up, and then push it through at one time. But with the heavier line, that makes it a little harder to do. Now that you have the line through like this, you're just going to make an overhand knot with it. But whenever we make the overhand knot, instead of just cinching it down right here, we're going to pass the hook back through it, or whatever you're doing, or whenever you're tying to. Then that makes a real strong knot. Now this is good to use whenever whenever the line is already on top of another line. And I use this a lot for my bank sinkers. This is one of my primary knots for tying on a bank sinker with like a 3-way rig or something. So the second knot we're going to do is called a surgeon's loop. So you're going to start off with the line. You're just going to double the line up and just go until like you're making an overhand knot. Make a knot with both of them, and you're going to pass through it again. Second time, then you're going to pull it. Then what you're left with is this loop on the end. Now this loop is nice for putting over a hook if you're going to be changing hook sizes much, or a bank sinker. What this allows you to do is go through the back of the hook or the bank sinker. Go through the back of it just like that. And you're going to place it over the hook. I use this one pretty often too. Now it's on there, it's nice and secure, it's not going anywhere. But if you need to change out a hook or a bank sinker, all you do is just feed that back through, pull it out, and you're done. The last of the 5 knots that we're going to do is the Uni Knot, or the double Uni Knot. And the Uni Knot can be used for a lot of different things, but I predominantly use some other knots in other situations. But the double Uni Knot is pretty helpful. And the main reason where we use this is joining 2 lines together. So I have 80-pound test in the braided line, and then 30-pound mono. And this is what you could use as backing on a reel, which I kind of explained that in another video. But what you're going to do is pull these a little bit together so where you have plenty of room on each side. And we'll start over here with putting the mono onto the braid. you're going to want to put them together, and then you're going to want to take the tag end of this monofilament that's on top. You're going to want to turn it around just like this 4 times, and then you can pull this down and you'll see how that's right there, but this one will slip on the braid. So what we're going to do is tie the other one. Take the braid here again, we just put them together, and then we make a loop over top. Then you're going to go under, and then you're going to feed it back to where your loop originally started. And again, we're going to want to do 4 passes. You're going to want to pull that. And then we're going to pull these together. And that's what we're wanting to see. So this is basically what you should be left with. Now, it should be noted that most of these knots, except for the Snell knot, are going to work better if you wet the knot, whether that's with saliva or water. It usually helps slip the knot together better. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and we'll hope to see you in the future. See ya!